Hello and welcome to Numeristical, bringing you the picks of the day for Friday, July 26th. It's 11:48 a.m. here in Portugal, which makes it 6:48 a.m. East Coast U.S. time, 3:48 a.m. Pacific time U.S. I made it after my little fire delay in the car yesterday. I did finally make it to our place in southern Portugal. So now ready to start bringing some picks. Let's start as always by reviewing the yesterday's action. So good day overall. We had one bet on the money line was the Dodgers minus 117. They did win. Padres Nationals under 9-1. Actually, it was a no hitter pitched by Dylan Cease of the Padres. So got a win there. Giants Dodgers under 8.5. We just lost it. It was 6-4, I believe, but there was 4 runs scored kind of late in the game, which took us out of the action. So we took a loss there. Overall for the day, up 7.24 units, and we're up 7.11 units for the season. Combined totals and money line breaks out to the totals model being up 11.81 units, while the money line is down about 4.7 units. On the spreads, we didn't have any action yesterday, so the spreads are still at plus 0.75 units for the season. Let's move on to today's action. Starting with the money lines, here's the full set of games we got. And the model is telling us to look at 3 home teams and 2 away teams. First home team it likes is the Red Sox hosting the Yankees. Thinks that game is roughly very close to even money. And so it says to bet the Red Sox if you can get plus 122. So let's take a look. Red Sox over here. We're getting as high as 118, but not 122. So no bet there. Next up, it's the Dodgers Astros. Model likes the Astros if you can get minus 114. Let's take a look. The Astros over here. Minus 114. We're getting minus 118 a couple of places, but not minus 114. So again, just shy of a bet there. Next up, the Cardinals hosting the Nationals. Model likes the Cardinals if you get minus 146. Let's take a look. Cardinals are up here. And again, not getting a minus 146, getting a minus 159, but not minus 146, so no bet there. Moving on to the visiting teams. Model likes the Marlins as a substantial underdog, but says it's worth it at 174. And Pinnacle showing 190, so it looks like we'll get a bet there. Let's take a look. So yeah, wow, the Marlins are getting as high as 200. So that's a pretty substantial difference. So we'll take that, the Marlins plus 200 at Superbook. Next up, it's the Rockies. I love it when the model picks these huge underdogs, and I kind of know I'm going to lose, but got to follow the model. It's supposed to be right in the long run. Rockies, it says bet them if you get 157. Let's take a look. And sure enough, yeah, get as high as 161 here at Bet Online. So we'll go ahead and do that. Take the Rockies plus 161. Oops. Rockies plus 161. Oops. 161. Okay. That's all we got for the money lines today. Let's move on to the totals. Again, here's the full set of games we got going for today. I think there might be one where the pitcher's still not known. That got dropped. And the model's telling us to look at 4 unders. First is the Mets Braves under 8. It's telling us to bet it if you get it at minus 114. So let's take a look. Mets Braves. Let's click over to totals. 8 under, minus 115, but not minus 114. In fact, you see a couple places have already gone to 7.5. So this is a tricky one. Again, I like to follow the letter of the model. The model said 114, not 115. So I'm not going to put a bet there, but you know, there might be something to consider. Next up, Red Sox Yankees. Point is 9.5. And the model says you can take it if you get plus 109. Let's take a look. 9.5 on the under. That's over here. And yeah, you see we're getting even money a couple places at 9.5, but not better than that. So no bet there. Next up, Brewers Marlins. Point is 8, and it says to take it at plus 101. Let's take a look. Brewers Marlins up here. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much minus 115 across the board. One minus 113. So no bet there. And finally, the Cards and the Nationals. Under 8 says take it if you get minus 116. So let's take a look. Cards Nationals. 8. No, minus 120, but nobody getting to minus 115. But that's maybe one to keep an eye on and see if anybody moves their line a little bit. It got a couple at 7.5 already. So looks like it's trending the other direction. So a few close ones, but right now no bets on the money line. Let's move over to the spreads. Here's the full set of games and the different probabilities on those games. Scroll back again. And model likes 1 home team and 2 away teams against the spread. First home team likes, again, the Astros. Now here it's saying the Astros plus 1.5. It wants minus 173. But let's also check because a lot of them are showing the Astros the other way. So the Astros minus 1.5. You need 192. So we're looking for either minus 173 or 192. Let's click over to the spreads. Find the Astros. So we wanted, I forgot already. So for if it's Astros plus 1.5, we want minus 173. But nobody's actually showing plus 1.5. They're all showing minus 1.5. So I don't know why the model picked it up that way. So for the minus 1.5 on the Astros, we want 192. So let's see, Astros minus 1.5, yeah, but we're not getting a 192. The best we're getting is 175, so we're not going to have a bet there. Next up is the Marlins Brewers. Likes the Marlins plus the points if you can get minus 126. So the Marlins plus 1.5. Yeah, wants minus 126, and it's getting better than that for sure. So looks like you can get minus 110. So we'll take that. The Marlins plus 1.5, minus 110. Again, we're doubling up. So I wouldn't actually make both of these bets, or maybe I'd bet a half a unit on each in practice. But again, just for the purpose of tracking, we'll mark it down. 1.5, and we said minus 110. Yeah, minus 110 plus 1.5. Okay, and finally, the Rockies plus 1.5. It wants minus 126 for the Rockies plus 1.5. Minus 126, and then we're not quite getting there. We're getting minus 136. but not minus 126. So won't have a bet there. So it looks like we've just got two bets on the money line: Marlins plus 200, Rockies plus 161, and it also likes the Marlins on the spread at minus 110. No totals bets, though it might be worth keeping an eye on. There's a couple that are very, very close to the edge it wants, so maybe keep an eye on those. We're still looking at the overnight lines, so sometimes they move a bit when the morning action starts coming in. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.